Mr. Nick Higgins.
Thank you. It's good to be here with you tonight. Although I have 2 little kids, it's just good to be anywhere that's out of the house. Can anybody relate to that? My wife and I, we have a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old, and man, it's not easy to go out anywhere anymore. Even little things, seemingly little things, like a simple trip to the grocery store, now require the precision planning and execution of a military operation. We have a little debriefing before we go in. Okay, honey, here's the plan. You take aisles 1 through 6, I'll take 7 through 12. You get the fresh fruits, I'll get the fresh meats. Now, we do not want any friendly fire on this operation, so do not, I repeat, do not make eye contact with anybody that we know. Our goal is to get to the rendezvous point as quick as we can. That rendezvous point being checkout aisle 13. Do not go to 10, flows on the register, and that lady couldn't find a barcode if it was stuck to her cornea. It's crazy at the grocery stores, it's chaotic. Get your kids running around, they're grabbing things, just throwing them in the cart. It's like they think we're playing this giant game of supermarket sweep. They're just throwing things in all willy-nilly. They don't actually realize that we have an actual shopping list of specific items that we need. They think it's a game show, and it always makes it kind of fun when you get to the checkout stand. You're never actually sure what made it into your cart. You're hoping it's some of the items that you needed. You're hoping that it's some of your food products that you enjoy. So it's kind of fun, right? Although it has proved to show a couple of tense moments. Last week, we got there and I looked at my wife and I said, honey, why are there 5 pregnancy tests in the shopping cart? Is there something you're not telling me? You didn't miss a pill, did you? The checkout lines are stressful. It's a little stress test for parents. Your goal is just to get in and out of that line as quick as you can without any giant meltdowns, right? But that's not easy. The grocery stores are evil, and they line those checkout lines with things that you don't want your kids to have. Altar call. They line it with all sorts of things. Toys, candy, and gift cards. My kids don't even know what gift cards are, but they are obsessed with them. They're like, I need this, I need that, Mommy, Daddy, I need this. No, it's not like when they were babies. See, when your kids were babies, you got all sorts of special treatment. Do you remember this? It came in various forms. Maybe you'll recognize these. You didn't have exact change. Somebody would say, oh, that's okay, what a cute little baby. Oh, close enough. You're like, thank you. You'd be in line at Starbucks and they'd ask you, hey, you want me just to throw in an extra shot for free? You probably need it with that baby. You're like, sweet. But you go ahead and toss it in a venti cup and top it off too while you're feeling so generous. But the best piece of special treatment that you would receive as a parent with a baby was what? Instant access to the front of every line you stand in. You'll be like, oh, you've got such an adorable little baby. Why don't you go ahead and go in front of me? And at first, I didn't really know how to respond to that. I was kind of like, oh, no, that's okay. But after a while, you just kind of come to expect it, right? You just walk up to people and you're like, hi, excuse me, I believe I have reservations at the front of the line for baby. Excuse me. Oh, no, ma'am, it's okay. I'm with baby. After a while, my wife and I, we recognized that this was a great money-making opportunity. We began to rent our babies out to our friends. I'm serious. We'd be like, hey, I know you got to run some errands this afternoon. You're a little pressed for time. What if I told you I could get you instant access to the front of every line? $20, take my baby. It was a little side business, man. We even had business cards made up. They said, college fund. It was awesome. But no, you don't get that special treatment anymore now that they're toddlers and you could actually use cuts in line. Nobody gives them to you. No. Instead, what do people do? They stand there and stare at you in judgment and condemnation while your kid throws a fit over the fact that you won't buy them a $2 Lightning McQueen plastic toy flip phone that they already have at home.